It's been an exciting season already, Doris, but I think the middle of the year is when you really get an idea of which teams are in it for the long haul. They reveal their true selves.
Right. By the midpoint of the season, the best teams are really starting to take shape. Everyone's much more dialed in. You can tell that winning matters, that the groups are collectively pulling in the same direction. So I agree. By this time of the year, we have a pretty good idea who is going to win and win consistently.
And so the 76ers will go for a different look here. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. P.J. Tucker comes in for Harris. Korkmaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's P in for James Harden. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Oubre comes in for Gordon Hayward. Martin's checked in for Rozier. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. Maxey passes to P. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
That one goes. Count it.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
The 76ers leading by 5. You know, Hornets fans, Doris, are excited to see what LaMelo Ball can do for the franchise.
Well, Kevin, there is no doubt this young man is a special talent. You look no farther than his passing ability, the flair, the vision, the fearlessness. Certainly an easy guy to play with. Now the question becomes, can you start to build the talented pieces around him?
Here's Richards. After the made shot from P. Passes it to Korkmaz. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Maxey. Drops in the layup for 2. Maxey's got 8 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
Rondo kicks to Oubre. Rondo with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Washington finds Oubre. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, this is one thing about Kelly Oubre. I know he's thin, but there's a wiry strength to him. He's able to take the hit and complete it.
Now, here's Maxey. Last game, 26 points. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the 76ers making a change here. Melton's checked in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 7. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The pass to Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. From 10 feet out and too long on the shot. Here's Melton. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
That's nice defense right there by Oubre. With that 7'2" wingspan, he can swallow up space quick.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. 76ers lead by 7. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
Your Sixers.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And it's time for an injury report. And let's get an update on LaMelo Ball's injury with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Charlotte's head athletic trainer. He's currently suffering from shin splints and is in a lot of pain right now. And they count on him to provide in all ways. Now that he's out, they're in a precarious situation. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Harris and Embiid are manning the post positions. DeAnthony Melton out there with Harden, and it's Milton in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. That bucket in no time at all. Melton's got the lead up to 12 now.
Substitution
Sixers with a completely new group now. Washington's checked in for the Hornets. Cody Martin comes in for Kelly Oubre. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Hornets.
Hard to do, but you've got to cut off every passing angle in that pick and roll. If you don't, Rondo's going to make you pay.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Charlotte.
Hornets trail by 4. Rondo passes the ball. Here's Richards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And a close look here at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And so he hits both. 50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And so here's Charlotte after the Sixers pick up 2. Pass to Rondo. Kicks to Martin. Just 4 to shoot. Pass the ball. There's the triple. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead early. They host the Kings after this game. Here's P, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Passes it the ball. Lets it go from deep. The shot comes out. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. The forwards are Hayward and Washington. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now, here's Maxey, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Takes it from 10, and that one's good. Maxey's got 12 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rozier kicks to Plumlee. Outside, Ball lets it go with a 3. Connects from three-point range.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery, but boy, we can put that to rest. This young man can shoot it.
So many electric players in this NBA, Doris. But do you think LaMelo Ball is as exciting as any?
He is at the top of the list, but that list is long. Think about a Ja Morant. Think about an Anthony Edwards. The league is in good hands for decades to come.
Charlotte calls timeout. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
D'Anthony Melton is checked in for Maxey.
D'Anthony Melton.
Here's Ball, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Back to Hayward. Clock at 6. Get the shot. Ball, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes. An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running, Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
And Greg, we know at Washington, Thybulle was the College Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
First one falls for him. And the Hornets making a change here. Oubre's checked in. And both free throws good for Thybulle.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
The Sixers with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's P in for James Harden. Charlotte also making some changes. Cody Martin comes in for Terry Rozier. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
Now, here is Martin. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Back to Plumlee. Basket counts. Plumlee's got 8 points.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
The pass to Pete. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
It's on Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The 76ers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
No good on the free throw.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Shake Milton. And a switch here also for Charlotte. P.J. Washington. He's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Charlotte moving the ball around. Now here's Rondo. Not a lot of room. Pass to Washington. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. The 76ers leading by 10. And the foul on Keith. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxey's checked in. Terry Rozier's checked in for the Hornets. Pass to Washington. Here's Oubre. Off the mark, get a chance to trim it to single digits.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. A 12-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Rozier's got 9 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this.
42.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Front court is Thibault and Harris. Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Embiid in at center. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now, here's Maxey. Shoots the 3. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Maxey. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.